Hi guys, welcome to the last video of the year. I promised you guys that I would make a video with my, my New Year's fragrance recommendations, and I myself will not be celebrating much of New Year's because I'm not well. I'm just recovering from a cold, but I still have a cough, a sore throat. So I'm basically going to just stay on the couch. But today I finally, after like 2-3 days, got up and took a shower and got ready. I might, run to the store or something like that, but like I'm really not. I really shouldn't be among people. I might give it to somebody. I guess I am a little bit well because I have been, spraying some perfume and kind of enjoying putting this list together. I did make a list before Christmas of my top New Year's recommendations, and then I kind of changed it today. So I have really worked through this list. And the difference, I think, between Christmas and New Year's, this is what I think of it anyway. Like Christmas is more like cozy family get-togethers, fireplace vibes. Like it's more like curling up on the couch in your favorite cozy clothes or whatever. But like New Year's, that's something different. That's like elegance, sophistication. It's party. It's fireworks, kind of. It's this kind of thing. Elegance, I would say. This is what I've gone for in this list. There are no like cozy type gourmand fragrances in this list because that's not what I would have chosen. There are a few that lean maybe, or at least one or two, maybe two that lean slightly gourmand, but I'd say that they're all sort of perfumey. To me, that word makes sense. I don't know if it does to you, but like I think maybe this list is a little bit more directed towards women, although definitely it's not like these are marketed to women, all of these. A lot of them are, unisex, but I don't know. Maybe if I were a man, I would go for something else, like maybe something slightly more leathery, more boozy, more woody. And I have something fruity in here. I have actually a fair dose of rose in these fragrances, although I'm not a real rose fan in general. There's some oud. There is actually a leather fragrance in here. There are lots of florals. There's a marshmallow fragrance. There's lots of vanilla, tonka type fragrances. But I think definitely men could find something on this list to wear for New Year's for sure. Okay, they're not ranked in any way, so I'll just kind of start working down the list. So the first one on my list, this is the first one I came to think of, and I think maybe for good reason. This is Opera from Xerjoff, and I think the bottle just kind of shows what kind of fragrance it is. You're in your little black dress, you're at a big party. This is just, it's so much party, and the opening of this fragrance is the best part of it. It is basically, like when I was new to this fragrance, I just couldn't get enough of the opening. It's really fruity, but in like a really kind of elegant way. And I just wish the opening would last the whole fragrance through, but it does kind of melt down to or dry down to a really nice fragrance with, it has some musky notes, it has some florals, it has some vanillic undertones. It's a beautiful floral fragrance, perfect for New Year's. That was my number one. My second fragrance also came to me quite easily, and it is Chypre Palatin. This is the original formula. I don't know about the modern formula and what it's like and how it's different from this one. But this one is not for the faint-hearted. I would say this is like, if you're not into vintage fragrance at all and you hate vintage, you might not like this. But this is, I think since it is New Year's Eve already, and I'm giving a New Year's recommendation, you will not go out and buy what I say anyway, right? But you might have something, you might have a sample in your closet to go and check out, perhaps. But this one kind of brings me down memory lane and reminds me of a lot of the fragrances I wore when I was in my 20s. And at the same time, it's kind of a modern amber. So I just love this fragrance. It just has it all, and it has incredible performance. And it's from the house MDCI. You can see it around the bottom. I think the bottle still looks like this and has a little tassel. It's a great fragrance. Those are both 10 out of 10s for sure. And then I have the next one. It comes in a decant form. I had a full bottle one time that I sold because I never wore it. And then I have enjoyed it on other people. I've asked people, what are you wearing? And I found out that they wore this fragrance, and then I had to get a decant, and I wear it like once a year. I wore it last New Year's Eve, I think. And it's Dior Addict. And this is the EDP vintage formula that came out in 2002. And I used to own the one that came out, I think, a little later, like in 2014 or something. And I think that they're quite similar. So at least as my nose remembers, I think that they're definitely comparable. And this is like a floral, vanilla, tonka, a sandalwood. It's just a really beautiful, feminine. I mean, I think a guy could wear this. It's this decant though has gone a little fishy, like the top a little bit, but it doesn't. When you put it on your skin, that fish aroma disappears. It evaporates. So that's at least good. And then I have to put my new purchase from last summer on the list, Hasu No-Hana, beautiful Chypre fragrance. I love this so much. It does have a vintagey vibe. So if you're not into that, you might not like this fragrance. But it's kind of like vintage done in a new way. You don't have to wait through a really harsh opening. Like the first 15-20 minutes of some vintage fragrances are really like sharp and aldehydic and, you know, too much lilac or, you know, lily of the valley or something that's just, I don't know if it's soapy or what it is that really makes some fragrances really tough in the beginning. This one's not like, this is good straight away. I love it so much. Hasu No-Hana from Grossmith. However, I have to mention, this is very pricey. Like this, I paid, now I don't know the exact dollar rate, but I paid like, it's like $300 for 50 mil. Maybe not quite that much, like $280 or something. Okay. Okay, so this one I put on the list, although myself, I would not choose it because I think many of you would like it. And the reason I wouldn't choose it, I'll tell you first what it is. It's Iris Prima from Penhaligon's, is that I just find it, okay, there is an occasion where I would choose, and that if I was going to a party with only strangers, I might wear this because it's such a safe perfume to wear. And it has leather, the note of leather and iris and some other florals and probably musk, but it's a really soft leather, like it's suede. I think it gets compared to what's it called? Cuir Beluga from Guerlain, if I'm not mistaken. Because that one also has like a really soft leather, and I think there's some vanilla in here. It's such an easy wear. Like I grab this like usually daytime when I'm not doing it, you know, when I don't know what to wear. This like always works, and it always smells so good. But I'll have to admit, I call myself the honest perfume reviewer because I really want to be honest. I'm a little bored with it. Like there's not much going on. Like what you spray in the beginning is what you get. Nothing really happens during the course of the longevity. I've kind of grown out, but I wouldn't sell it because I really, really love the smell. But it's kind of one of those fragrances. It's just too perfect. Kind of like Honoré Delights from Ex Nihilo is the same. Like I really love that fragrance and it's so perfect, but I ended up never wearing it because I have it all figured out already. Kind of like that, which is kind of sounds maybe stupid to some of you, but it's real for me. And another fragrance that I had to pick out for New Year's because I think it is really the perfect New Year's fragrance for a woman. It's called Woman in Gold. And this is my marshmallow fragrance. This has it's vanilla, tonka, marshmallow, and some ambery notes. Let's see. Tonka, it has aldehydes, but I don't find them to be really sharp. This is really just a real easy grab. This was created by Khalees Becker. It's a woman who, she also did Love Don't Be Shy and lots of others by Kilian. This is from the house of by Kilian. Let's see, did I take any other notes about that? No, I was just, yeah, it's a name. And she also created The Musk from this new house, or fairly new house, Essential Parfums, which is kind of an affordable niche house where the fragrances, they sell them in travel size and they also sell them in 100 ml, but for under $100, which I think is a really good price for what you're getting. Especially think you should try Rose Magnetic from that house. And the Orange and Santal is really good as well. And the Patchouli is good. I wish it were stronger. Those fragrances are not that strong. But if you're looking for a gift for someone, the travel size is really inexpensive and the fragrances are really easy to wear. So you can't go so wrong. Okay, so that was Woman in Gold. This is, I don't know why I don't wear it. I guess it's kind of a little bit in the Love Don't Be Shy category. Like it's really this is a people pleaser. I think both Iris Prima and Woman in Gold, maybe Dior Addict as well, are kind of people pleasers. Easy reaches for New Year's Eve, for sure. Okay, and then I've got Vixere from Electimuss, which in my opinion, this is the best one from the line. Maybe like the only one that I actually want. But this bottle is empty now because I had to empty it because the sprayer ended up not working finally. It like nothing, when I sprayed here, it just all ran down the bottle. So that was kind of I bought it secondhand. Otherwise I would have gone straight back to the store and complained about it. So now I have like all the rest poured over into decants. So I have a few decants left of this. It is so good. It has like all these different, it's layered. It has all these different florals. It has like purple florals, yellow, white florals. And in the bottom, it has like these ambering notes, I think, and some incense. It still smells. This is really potent, actually, without being like, it doesn't feel like a beast mode, but it's there and it really projects. It's such a good fragrance. It works for every day. It works for a party. It works for, I know men that wear it. It's beautiful. Vixere. So be sure and try it though. And that one was, I had to look up who made this. So this woman named Sofia Bardelli made this, and she hasn't made like all that much. It's not, I haven't seen her name I mean, I don't see it a lot, but now she has made a new one, the newest one. It might not be the newest one by now, but when I was in Paris, was it last summer? Or was it the summer before? No, it was in London. Sorry, it was in London last summer. I came across the new fragrance from Xerjoff called Quattro Pizzi, Pizzi, P-I-Z-Z-I. And that was a beautiful kind of beach style fragrance. And she's created that as well. So maybe I think that after, creating this, and it's so good, she'll probably get offered, to do more things. That's just my guess. Let's see. What else is on my list? My last, this is my most recent full bottle purchase, and it is Blanche Bête. I don't know even if I have to talk about what it smells like. It's so hyped by now, but this is the one that I think leans gourmand. It's milky, it's floral, it has tuberose, and it has, to me, it has a little slight coconut vibe. Let's see, what else, if I put some notes down here. Yes, it's definitely milky. Oh yeah, there's cacao in here, tonka and tuberose. I love cacao and tonka. I'm like really into those two notes right now. But this one is, I wouldn't have said that this is a typical cacao and tonka fragrance. It's not like cacao porcelana at all. It's more like milky floral. My friend thinks that this smells like LA. And I can't say she's wrong. Like maybe I get a California vibe from this too. I'm not sure. It's really, really good. I know I'm probably not going to reach for it that much though. It's kind of intense. It's a very intense fragrance. I wouldn't call it beach mode, but very, very good performance. Let's see. No, maybe, wait a minute. Did I give you the wrong information? Now I almost have to look that up. Maybe Sofia Bardelli was the one that made Blanche Bête. I'm just going to show you what my notes look like this. I should have sort of like written a new version. Okay, so now I don't know if Sofia Bardelli made this or this. But I do know that she made Quattro Pizzi from Xerjoff, because that I can see clearly in my notes. Apologies for that. Okay, number 10 on my list, I think I have 12 in total, is Ubar from Amouage. And I only have this little tiny decant. And I put a little on my arm just to kind of refresh my memory. Because I remember, like, last time I wore it, I'm like, oh, this is a big fragrance. This almost requires, like, a big event. It's so everything. It has, like, everything in it. I mean, it has a vintagey vibe. It's super floral. But it also has, let's see. It has, like, an ambery base. I don't think it has incense, but it feels very much like an Amouage. It's really, really good, but it might not be for everyone. Ubar, I think I would definitely wear this, but I would spray it, you know, like a good hour before leaving the house, perhaps, and then head off to my New Year's party. So that's that one. Number 11 on the list is Numero Uno from Adamo. I only have a decant of this. It comes in a black and white bottle. It's very, very expensive. Otherwise, I would probably consider a bottle if it wasn't that expensive. I don't know the exact price, but I know that I was like, oh, that's a lot. Maybe it's kind of along the same price category as Grossmith, perhaps. And I love Grossmith more, or, you know, Hasu No-Hana. This one is rose in the way that I like rose. This is a rose fragrance with some rum. A lot of people say that raspberry is the most prominent note. I don't know if I've been able to say. I sprayed it here in my palm. It's really special, this fragrance. It has, let's see if I got some notes there. It's just really good. It's rose, rum, I think violet, raspberry, and then it has some like ambery base, maybe like cedar and patchouli or something. Ah, it's so good. It is really good. This is actually leans more masculine. It's like a masculine rose. It's called Numero Uno. And then, what have we next? Epic Woman. See, I really, sorry, I don't think I got the numbers right either. I've forgotten number 8 here that is yet to come. It's a really good one. Epic Woman is a fragrance that I hardly ever wear, yet I love it so much. This also like has it all. It's incense, it's tea, it's rose, lots of rose actually, balsamic notes, it's oud, spices, woody. It's like, it has everything, but it's pretty heavy on the olibanum. I mean the incense. So if you're not into incense, you might not like this. You might like it layered with something like more of like Blossom Love maybe from Amouage, or something more like light and like a light floral, and you would layer it with Epic Woman. It's epic, really is, and it would really work for New Year's. And it's just, I'm usually not a fan of like heavy incense perfumes, but I think this one is this one has a lot of caraway. Like many people point it out as the most prominent note. Maybe I'm not so familiar with caraway in fragrances. Okay, now I realize what I said about these. Okay, I think Louise Turner has made this. And Louise Turner also, Blanche Bête, and Louise Turner has also made Good Girl from Carolina Herrera, which is one of the most sold fragrances in the world. And she made that together with Quentin Biche, who is not my favorite perfumer, but they're both with Givaudan. And Givaudan is one of these houses, you know, that they have sort of like a monopoly on like certain, like Akigala wood. Like no other, you won't find them in like things from IFF because it's theirs. And they also made, I'm not sure they made it together, but she also made Possibilites by La Perla. And I think Possibilites is the one that gets compared to Guidance, if I'm not mistaken, or some other like super hyped fragrance. So I found that interesting. And Sofia Bardelli made this one, just like I said. I think I got that right now. Louise Turner made Blanche Bête. Yeah. Okay, so the one I forgot on the list is a really good new discovery of 2024. I thought maybe I would actually put together a list. I kind of already have of the best new discoveries for me in 2024. Not that they necessarily came out in 2024, but they were new to me. And this is definitely one of them. And it's called Sirène. Sirène, I got my French. These R's when I have a cold. Sirène, siren, you know, like, or maybe it's like lilac. In Swedish, it's Sirène, Syrien with a Y, Syrien. But this is a cherry oud fragrance. And I haven't been into cherry much, but this is really, really good. And this I find super feminine for some reason. Maybe it's because the label is pink. I don't know. But it is, this was made by Nanako Ogi. Sounds very Japanese. And she hasn't made that many fragrances. A new name. And this fragrance is, this is the fragrance that I got a completely different impression when I tried it in store than when I came home and tried it the next time. And then the third time, another experience, which I find super interesting. I put it here on this side, just like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. It's just so good. And I think this one would be something that like normal people would appreciate, maybe more than like, I mean, some fragrances are kind of hard, I think, for like people that don't know about perfume. Maybe like Epic Woman would be a little bit over the top, like a little bit more daring. This one I think would be a real easy wear. I've actually let people try it that are not so into fragrance and they really like it. So Sirène from Fragrance du Bois, I forgot to say. Really good fragrance. I'm sorry I got some fragrances mixed up today, but it was just mostly about the perfumers that I had my notes. They're so slow. But I figured it's better to make a video that's so-so than not to make a video at all. When I said I would you know, give you, oh, my cat is messing things up here. Okay, I'll just go through the list again, just to kind of summarize. Number 1 is Opera from Xerjoff. Number 2, Chypre Palatin from MDCI. Number 3 is Dior Addict from Dior, of course. Number 4 is Hasu No-Hana from Grossmith. Number 5 is Iris Prima from Penhaligons. Number 6 is Woman in Gold by Kilian. This would be very safe to wear. Everybody would love this. But one time, actually, I have to remember I'm number 6 now, someone actually told me that this smelled like mosquito repellent. So I was a little bit, after that I was a little bit, and this guy is a little bit weird that told me that, but after that I was a little bit more like, oh, I don't know if I want to wear it today. Let's see, number 7 is Vixere from Electimuss. This is so darn good. You got to go try that. Very safe, I would say, to buy. I mean, it's expensive, but it's, for the 100 ml bottle, I think it's worth the price, for sure. That's number 7. Number 8 was Sirène from Fragrance du Bois. That was the cherry oud fragrance. Number 9, Blanche Bête from Les Liquides Imaginaires. And they come in both 150 now, which I really like. I mean, 100 ml and 50 ml, which I think is great. This is the smaller one. Number 10 is Ubar from Amouage. Number 11 is Numero Uno from Adamo. That's the rose rummy violet fragrance. And then number 12 is Epic Woman from Amouage. I think I got them all now. Those were my 12 New Year's recommendations. And I wish you all a happy new year. And I hope this video didn't get to you too late before you start celebrating New Year's. I know that I won't be wearing much perfume. I'm going to go wash this off now because I can tell the perfume is starting to like irritate my... I mean, I still enjoy it. I just feel like I don't think it's helping the healing process. And I know I shouldn't be one of those, that takes the fun out of fragrance, but I really feel that I think that perfume maybe is not that good for you. Like I should probably cut down. And I haven't felt well since August. I mean, I haven't been 100% well. And as soon as I do some like cardio exercise, I go back and get a cold again. So I really need to work on my health. I'm going to now take my health more seriously. I'm not going to allow myself any alcohol until I'm well. Not that I'm a big drinker, but I still feel like alcohol is something that your body has to work really hard to break down. And I need my body's, I need my energy to go to the healing process so I can, because there's something down here that just is not healing. And I'm gonna also like keep my coffee for morning. I'm gonna do half decaf and half regular. Try to cut down on caffeine too. And then also try to cut out white flour. So they're not really like New Year's resolutions, but they're like something that I have to do something. I'm gonna go back to the doctor after New Year's and run some new tests, and hopefully they can help me. And I might try some alternative things because I really believe that this is psychological for me. I mean, now I finally sold the house, but I feel like I don't really have any direction in life. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know that you've been hearing this for a while, and I did get a job and I went back to work and I worked for like 9 or 10 months, and then here I am again. And I feel that that's really important, I think, for my like identity and, knowing what to do when I get up in the morning. I think these things are really important. And my kids are leaving the house, so that's also like a big change. 2 out of 3 have already left. The third is going to be with me for quite a few years, I think, because he has like special needs. He has ADHD and is on the autism spectrum as well. So that's not going to change in a while, but I need to figure out what to do to contribute, because when I'm not contributing, I don't feel like I belong, and I want to do something meaningful. I just don't know what. But I am taking sessions with a coach, and hopefully, you know, she'll be able to help me find some direction, and maybe this will all clear up. But I think there's some resistance. Like, I don't want to let go of my freedom. Like, I'm scared to commit to something. I'm scared to invest money. I'm scared to sign an employment contract. I don't know what this is all about. But yeah, I have to figure it out. I've been in this situation before many times, and I've been able to get myself out of it. So I'm hopeful for a new and really good 2025. Okay, guys, that's all for today.